Hello and welcome to the Collapse Experiment. I broke my glasses today, my sunglasses. Fortunately, they were from Dollar Tree, so a whopping $1.50 down the tubes. I think if I take my hourly pay and calculate how long I worked for those glasses, that survived about 2 weeks. 7, 8 minutes, maybe less. I am currently heading back to my house after putting my new desk, my typewriting desk that I refurbished last year, in my cabin. I don't have the drawers and stuff over there yet. And yeah, I had to do it by hand. This desk is so big that it was not going to fit. To put it in the back of my wife's Highlander would have involved removing car seats, putting seats down, removing everything from the back of the Highlander that is already there. Now, it's good weather. I'm just going to say I got a workout in, and I still have to go to work tonight. Plus, I still have fallen trees across the trail to the cabin to take care of as well. But as you can see, there's enough room to get by with a dolly and a desk. Solid oak 1930s typewriter desk. A lot of talk about rent and housing. Personally, I do believe that a lot of our housing issues are due to government policies already. I've already explained that in a previous video. You know, some social worker comes in, does some math, and the ghetto house that was bought next door for $5,000-$6,000 and cheaply refurbished by a slumlord is now getting $800 a month in rent. That's what it was 20 years ago. I don't want to know 20 years later what they're saying, a ghetto ass house for somebody who is on Social Security, just you know the programs. I don't want to know what our tax dollars are going to pay, because at the time, and I've said it before, the house next door to me is renting for $800 plus. That's not including utilities. So you're looking at like $1,200 to $1,400 a month to live in a house. Rent's covered. Holy shit. We had one family next door, husband and wife, 6 kids. One of the kids was the boyfriend of the oldest daughter, who's pretending to be the oldest son of the family so they could keep getting all their benefits. So anyways, $2,000 a month for rent. My first solo apartment by myself was a 2-bedroom apartment it was by Wing Stadium in Kalamazoo, right off the main strip there. And $400 a month. Now keep in mind, I was only making like $7, $8 per hour at the jobs that I had at that time, but $400 a month. And I stayed there for 2 years. I think it was almost going on 3. It was ghetto. You definitely had to watch your back and watch your shit and make sure everything was locked, and the sliding glass door to the main bedroom, which I never used the main bedroom because of the sliding glass door. No, you had to make sure that there was a stick in the door frame so that nobody pried open the door, breaking the lock and taking all your shit. It was a learning experience. And just before I moved out of there, it was there was a guy that was found murdered. Some hippie dude that used to play guitar, loved to smoke the ganja, and they said that he had been in his place for maybe 2 weeks before he was discovered. Neighbors complained about the smell. And no, that was interesting, to say the least. I don't think they ever caught the person who killed him. They didn't think it was a robbery, but then again, everybody was like, he was cool with everyone, so who knows? But this whole notion of like, can't afford a house, this house right here, we got that for 130, and everybody's like, oh, you gotta have like a $250,000 house in order to be like, that's a starter home, blah blah blah. Nope, 130. We've got 10 acres, 10 or 15. I don't remember all of a sudden. We have acreage. I think it's 15. We have 15 acres. And does it need work? Yes. Have we had to do things to it? Yes. But we're also close to 4,000 square feet. And we can have chickens. That was something that, living in the city, there's no freedom in the city. Oh. There's no freedom. There's no cabins in the back. There's no gardening. There's no grapevines. You're just not allowed to do anything. And yet they expect you to say thank you, have a nice day, when they tax you and they fine you, and people are knocking on your door saying, we got a complaint. I was not beyond telling them where they can shove their complaint. They didn't care for me much. That's fine. I didn't care for them either. It's like, I live here, I pay my bills, I follow the law, pay my taxes, and yet you just won't leave me alone. Meanwhile, Antoine down the street, he's selling crack, he's gotten 5 girls pregnant, he's trying to get the 14-year-old at that one house pregnant because, she's grown. Yo, she's grown. I won't say the other word that they used to say. Those people, they just, they can go about doing whatever the hell they want to do. Kind of like how I feel here, except I'm not bugging other people. I'm not tormenting other people, destroying lives and stealing shit and selling crack. I just want to enjoy the quiet. Why can't you leave me be? Housing crisis. Housing crisis is a bunch of bullshit. And it's artificially stimulated just like the last one. And guess what? They're doing the same bullshit all over again. And I've said this multiple times before in the past too. They are doing the same shit all over again. It's 2008, 2009. There's already layoffs going on. They've been trying to hide the numbers the entire time that Biden's been in office. And now that we're looking at all the fraud and all the money that was inflating all this shit, yeah, the whole thing needs to come crashing down. There's no repairing this shit. They weren't even putting band-aids on stuff. They were just Here's an IV bag. No, just let it bleed out. We've got more IV bags. That's how they were treating the money system. So yeah, $400 a month in rent. Looking back, it was kind of nice. And quite frankly, you know, it was the people who came from out of Kalamazoo that moved there. The people from the rural area who are going to live in the city. And they don't lock their trucks and they don't lock their doors, and you know, they just happen to leave their sliding door open because who's going to come steal my shit? They found out repeatedly, time and time again. Yep. Now we've got a whole lot of people with no life experience expecting a whole lot of money for jobs they have no experience in getting, with debt they'll never be able to pay off. And then we got the government just ruining the fucking economy as usual. Keep on tight.